My story began when I was 16. I got pregnant and I had an abortion. What a complicated and difficult decision it was for me as a teenager to make. For a long time, I tried to forget that it even happened and just move on with life. This was not possible for me. I thought about my child every day for the next 6 years. I would pass the baby aisle in Target and start crying. I would feel guilty and like God could never forgive what I had done. I would also always think of what my child would look like, what those growing up years would be like, and important dates like the due date were extremely difficult for me mentally and emotionally. I went on to college and I graduated, finally feeling comfortable to reveal what was a secret to most of the people in my life. It helped me not to feel as alone, but it also made me realize how many other people around me had been through similar experiences, and they too kept it a secret. I wondered if more people had talked about this, could it have been prevented? The more I talked, the more I wanted to help other women who had similar experiences. A friend had told me about Claris and I wanted to volunteer. And then when I went to the orientation, I realized I was the one that actually needed the healing. I did not even know that there were Bible studies and groups related to having an abortion or a miscarriage. It was definitely a godsend. I was able to grieve my child in a healthy way, and understanding that my child is now safe in heaven with God was one of the most freeing feelings ever. I also wondered if I had known about Claris when I was 16, would I have made a different decision? I just didn't feel like I had any other options. I now hold a very special place in my heart for Claris, for the way that they welcomed me with open arms, and for that I'm eternally grateful. After going through the pregnancy loss support group, I was able to volunteer with Reality Check, telling my story. And this was actually the first time that I was able to share my story openly. It helped other young people make informed decisions about sex and healthy relationships. I started volunteering with other nonprofit organizations that focused on helping teens and women heal from past traumas. I went on to get my master's degree, and now I work as a school social worker here in LA. Since Claris has made such a huge splash in my life, I am now making ripples in other people's lives. Because I have healed, now others can get that same healing and not feel like they are alone. If you are feeling alone right now, I assure you, you are not alone. If you or someone that you know has had an abortion or a miscarriage and you need support, please reach out. I know this topic can bring up shame and other emotions for many men and women. However, after my experience with Claris and being able to walk in my freedom for years now, I can tell you that it is worth it to get the support. You are worth it. Thank you.